Hello, English learners. Welcome to another episode of English Breakthrough. Today's topic is something nobody talks about enough, the mental game of learning English. I'm joined by Emma, a language coach who's helped thousands of students sound more natural. Emma, thanks for being here.
Sophia, I'm thrilled to be here. This topic is my passion.
Emma, you have this fascinating theory that most English learners are fighting the wrong battle. What do you mean by that?
Absolutely. Most people think, if I just memorize more vocabulary words, I'll sound like a native speaker. But here's the truth. Native speakers don't have bigger vocabularies than advanced learners. They have different thinking patterns.
Whoa, that's a bold statement. Can you explain that?
Sure, let me give you an example. When a non-native speaker wants to express hesitation, they might say, I am not very sure about this decision. Grammatically perfect, right?
Right. Nothing wrong with that sentence.
But a native speaker would more likely say, I'm kinda on the fence about this, or I'm torn, or even just, I don't know. See the difference? It's not about knowing more words, it's about thinking in chunks, in phrases that native speakers actually use.
So you're saying we need to learn phrases, not just words.
Yes, but it goes deeper than that. We need to learn to think in the language, not translate. Here's a test for your viewers. When someone asks you, how are you, in English, do you think of the answer in your native language first and then translate it?
Oh, I'm guilty of that, even now sometimes.
Exactly. And that's okay. It's part of the journey. But here's a technique I teach called English-only islands. You designate certain activities as English-only zones in your mind.
English-only islands? Tell me more.
For example, everything related to cooking becomes English-only in your brain. When you see a tomato, you don't think of it in your native language first. It's just tomato. When you're chopping vegetables, you're thinking, I'm dicing these onions, not translating.
So you're basically rewiring your brain one topic at a time.
Exactly. You start with one island, maybe cooking. Then you add another, maybe your workout routine. Then another, your work tasks. Gradually, you're building these English-only territories in your mind.
This is brilliant, but I imagine this feels uncomfortable at first.
Oh, absolutely. It feels slow and frustrating. That's why most people give up. They think, this is taking too long, I'll just translate. But here's what I tell my students. Discomfort is growth. If it feels easy, you're not learning.
That's such an important message. Now, you also talk about something called native speaker shortcuts. What are those?
Yes, native speakers are actually quite lazy with language in a good way. We shorten everything. Instead of I am going to, we say I'm gonna. Instead of want to, we say wanna. Instead of I do not know, we say I don't know.
Should learners use these shortcuts too?
Definitely. But here's the key. You need to understand both forms. In formal writing, use the full forms. In conversation, use the shortcuts. That's what makes you sound natural.
What about accent? So many learners obsess over having a perfect American or British accent.
Here's my honest take. Accent is the least important thing. Clarity is king. I'd rather have a strong accent but clear pronunciation than someone trying to fake an accent and sounding unclear. Be intelligible, not perfect.
That's refreshing to hear. So what's the one mindset shift you want viewers to make today?
Stop thinking of English as a subject you're studying. Start thinking of it as a tool you're using. Use it imperfectly, messily, make mistakes, but use it every single day.
Emma, this has been eye-opening. To recap, think in phrases, create English-only islands in your mind, embrace discomfort, use shortcuts naturally, and prioritize clarity over accent. Viewers, comment below with one English-only island you're going to create this week.
And remember, you don't need to be perfect, you need to be understood.
Thanks for watching English Breakthrough. Subscribe for more mindset shifts and practical tips. See you next time.